Okay, so before I start this video, I just want to say two things first. Firstly, if you guys wish to follow me outside of YouTube, like follow me in my personal life or whatnot, I have posted the links to my Twitter account, my Snapchat, my Instagram, my Facebook, and my personal email address in the description, so you can follow the links to all of those if you wish to follow me on any of those outlets. So, yeah, I'm looking to connect with you guys more, so feel free to follow me on there. I just want to put a disclaimer in this video. Well, not really a disclaimer. I just want to say that this video is going to have spoiler alerts for those that have not watched the Bates Motel series. So I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time now that if you have not watched Bates Motel, don't watch this video. Unless if you want to be, like, have the series completely spoiled. But if you have watched it, then great. Feel free to watch this video. Anyways, stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Oh my god. Okay, so I just finished watching season 5 of Bates Motel. I had to catch up on season 4 last month because partway through season 4 last year, my cable box stopped recording it. I don't know why. Stupid cable box. So I had to wait till it came on Netflix to catch up on it. So I finished that a few weeks ago, a month ago, something like that. So since season 5 started on TV, I've been recording it, and I just started 2 days ago watching season 5. I just gotta say that, wow. Okay, first off, I've never seen the movie Psycho, and this show's based off of that movie. I don't understand, like, how or where the connection is. I mean, there's a connection at the end of season 5, the, like, third last episode, spoiler alert, the third last episode, Norman is seen stabbing this guy named Samuel in the shower, just like in the movie Psycho, the shower scene where whoever it is stabbing the woman in the shower. I've never seen the movie, so I don't know nothing about the movie at all. Like, that was the only scene I know from that movie because we had to use that scene in an English project once. I don't know. Anyways, so just so you know, there's gonna be spoilers in this whole video. So I just finished watching it, like the last episode. I almost cried the way that it ended. So anyways, rewind to the beginning, tell you a little bit about what it's about, how it starts, and that stuff. So, Thomas is asleep, so you might hear him snoring from time to time. Anyways, so the show starts, season 1, the show starts, it shows Norman's father being, like, killed or whatever, or him dying, which I don't remember too much from the first season. Basically, he gets killed, and from what I saw, from what I understood, Norma was the one that does it, but it's actually Norman that does it. And you find out later on in the series why it's Norma that's doing it, but it's actually Norman. It's so, like, excuse my language, but it's so fucked up. Like, if you're into, like, horror stories and stuff, you gotta watch this. But basically, so his father gets killed, and they have to leave where they live. So Norma goes off with the insurance money that she gets from her husband's death, and she goes and buys this motel property, which I forget what the name of the motel was before they changed it to their name. But anyways, I think it was the Wayfair Motel or something like that. I'm probably wrong. So she buys this motel, and she wants to start a new life over with Norman and start over somewhere new. So she buys this motel, and her and Norman take over it, fix it up, and they start, like, renting out rooms to people and whatnot. But, like, it's like as the series goes on, it becomes a little, like, weirder. I'd say my first impression of it was I noticed the relationship between son and mother was a little weird, like, kind of too close. Which I did find out is because Norman had a sexual, like, fascination with her or something like that. But they're, like, really unusually close. So basically, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's so weird to talk about. It's just like, basically different people keep getting killed. Norman's mom ends up getting married to the sheriff for insurance purposes, so that way Norman can get treated in a facility for whatever's wrong with him, because they come to terms and realize that there's something mentally wrong with him and that he's the one killing all these people, except they don't want to admit it, but it is him killing all these people. So they put him in a mental institution to get help. And it's like, oh, sorry guys, I'm tired. I don't know. After he gets out of the mental institution, he's back home. I know I skipped a lot from the other seasons, but I don't want to give too many spoilers. Basically, fast forward to when he comes back home. He made it clear that he wanted to be with his mother forever. That he wanted them to be together, that nothing could separate them, that Sheriff Romero, which was the husband, that he could not get in the way of their relationship. So he made it sure that him and Norma would die together. And basically what had happened was, in one of the episodes in season 4, their furnace breaks down, so they have no heat. So they have the inspector guy or whatever it is come in to replace it and fix it for them, and he inspects the old boiler and he tells Norma that it's cracked and it needs to be disposed of. And he didn't know that Norman was sitting in the stairway listening to him, so Norman's got this idea in his head like, what could happen if I turn that on, basically. So what he does is, one night, him and Norma lay down together, as they usually do. They slept together, which was kind of weird, but I mean, that's something that children do, but not grown men. But, so they were laying down together, and then when she's in a deep sleep, he takes off and goes down in the basement and turns that furnace on. And goes throughout the house and closes all the vents. Like, all the circulation vents. Like, air vents or whatever. And basically his motive was that they would die together. But unfortunately, she ended up dying and he ended up living. Like, he essentially killed her. But they made it seem like suicide, that she had killed herself. But he killed her. She died from carbon monoxide poisoning. And for the rest of season 4 and season 5, after she dies, like, it ends with season 4 with her dying. Season 5 is all about him being so obsessed with her to the point that he goes and he digs up her grave and everything, and he has her in the house in the basement in a freezer. And in the whole season, she's there. It's almost like she's alive. She never died. She's there, talking to him, cooking for him, all that stuff. But she has to stay hidden. She can't leave the house, because if somebody sees her, then they'll be like, oh, I thought you were dead. What happened, right? But she's not actually there. Basically what's happening is it's Norman, but he's her. So what I discovered, what I came to realize as the series went on, was that the killings were actually Norman pretending to be Norma, but she was basically telling him to do it, but she wasn't there. And she wasn't telling him to do it. It was just his mind, him being her, because he was so much like her. So he would go off and kill all these people, but make it seem like he didn't do anything, that he blacked out, and it was him that was killing all these people. So I gotta say, it was a pretty interesting series. I'm really upset that it ended, because I got really into it. I was quite disappointed when I couldn't finish season 4 when it ended last year. I had to wait a year for it to be on Netflix, but aside from that, it was worth the wait. It was a great series. I highly recommend it to everybody. I definitely would give it a full 10 stars. It's pretty dark, but it's definitely, like, a pretty amazing series. I'm not gonna lie, it's like one of those, like, series, is that even a word? I don't know. It's one of those kind of shows that just leave you on the edge of your seat. At the end of every episode, you're just anxiously waiting for the next episode to come on. It's just like that. You just have to wait a whole week, and then you can watch it again, right? So, unfortunately, Bates Motel is done. It was sad to watch the ending of it. I don't want to give too many spoilers. I don't want to say what happens at the end, but I gotta say, I was expecting what happened to happen. but it was really like sad to see it happen. But in the end, oh, sorry guys. In the end, essentially, it was what Norman wanted. He wanted to be happy, so he got what he wanted. But in the meantime, now I have my other shows. I started rewatching Heartland. I'm still watching Once Upon a Time. There's a couple episodes of that season left, and that's it. The series is done. And I also have Riverdale, which is really, really good. There's one episode left. That's next week. So, but yeah, I definitely recommend it. Full thumbs up. You guys got to check it out. And check out all the shows I named, actually. Riverdale's pretty good if you're into mystery. It's based off the Archie series, you know, but it's kind of darker and has more of a twist to it. But yeah, so that's my review on Bates Motel. Gotta say, it was the most amazing show ever. And I would watch it all over again. Actually, I probably even might. We'll see how I feel. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned, everybody. Bye.